Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday evening. I'm so excited you all decided to join us tonight. I want to tell you about an incredible promotion happening right now. If you didn't check your email, it came in about 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. So go back and check your email from LifeWave. They announced a huge promotion this week only. And I wanted to make sure you knew what it was and what each of the patches in this promotion would do for you, or maybe someone that you care about in your life. So the promotion, I love this. This makes me think of 4th of July, red, white, and blue. Is that not what it says to you? It says it to me, 4th of July, red, white, and blue. It's LifeWave's promo. These 3 patches are in a bundle this week only for 20% off. So get back with the person that is showing you this video and they can make sure that you can take advantage of these 3 at the 20% off. But there's a limit. You can only get 5 bundles. So make sure you grab your bundles now. You can get 1, 2, 3, but the max you can get is 5. This is a huge deal to get these at 20% off. These are tools in my toolbox. These are arsenal, right? They're in my arsenal of things that I always have in my purse, no matter what, because you never know when you're going to need them. So I want to give you a little bit of information about each of them and why they would benefit you, why you would want to utilize these patches or have them in your bag just in case. So first off, let's talk about Energy Enhancer. This is where LifeWave got its start. So David Schmidt is the inventor of LifeWave's technology. He is the owner of our company and the CEO, but he was not always the owner of LifeWave, right? He has a history to him. And of course, you can go to startx39now.com and read all about David, watch his videos and see everything about him. But he was actually an inventor since he was tiny. He's been inventing his whole life. And he started inventing things for the Navy SEALs. And he was actually contracted by the U.S. Department of Defense over 20 years ago to help out with the problem the SEALs had at that time in their mini submissions with oxygenation. And so he did a fantastic job in his invention. And they asked him if he could contribute to the problem the SEALs were having with the energy, endurance, stamina, and sustainability in the field. SEALs were on amphetamines, caffeine, uppers, and their quality of life was very diminished. They were out on mission days and weeks on end with no sleep. And so their health was very poor. And so they asked David if he could help with that issue, if he could invent something. And he actually was downloaded by God, by the divine, the idea to create a non-transdermal patch that triggers beta oxidation. Now, I don't know about you, but God's never told me anything like that. So in my downloads, I wish I had the downloads this man had, but man, you guys, he came up with this patch, this 2-patch system actually, that triggers beta oxidation in the body. It works with the polarity of your body, using it on very specific meridians in the body to open up the energy channels and be able to help turn that body fat into fuel. That's what's called beta oxidation. It does have a beautiful side effect, burns an extra 300 to 600 calories per day. Sign me up for that. Another beautiful side effect is that this patch actually helps turn over your lymphatic system. And if you're familiar with your lymphatic system, that gets turned over daily, a few times, whatever, but exercise turns over your lymphatic system. That's your fluid system in your body. You want to get that lymph flowing, right? If you have edema or swelling in extremities, your lymphatic system's not functioning well. The Energy Enhancer has a beautiful side effect of being able to help that lymphatic system get moving again. So when I say 2-patch system, polarity of your body, you have a white patch and a tan patch. The white patch always goes on the right side of the body. The tan patch always goes on the left side of the body. We have polarity, positive and negative. So white right, tan left. Each patch comes with an instruction booklet. You can see here at the very top, see our Navy SEAL up there? Look at that guy. Does he not look like a Navy SEAL? He sure does to me. And he's got his white right, tan left. This point right here, the pericardium point, Let me give you another side effect, another perk of the energy enhancer. Using the energy enhancer on the pericardium point, and if you've heard of pericardium, you're thinking heart, right? Right? This right here, this is the meridian for the heart. And when you use the patches on this point, we actually have clinical studies that show that this brings your heart rate variability, your heart rate, into a calm, rested state. Now you're thinking, energy enhancer is going to make me calm and rested. But that's the way the patch works on the pericardium point. So you can go to startx39now.com. You can scroll down. We have over 90 clinical studies that David has done, that independent labs, doctors, researchers all over the globe have done these studies over the last 20 years. And so you can see exactly the study that talks about using these patches on that point to be able to help with your heart rate. Okay. So another beautiful benefit of the energy enhancer. Of course, you can see in the studies increased stamina, energy, endurance, right? And that is huge. That's what got David thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. Well, guess what happened? 9/11 happened. We all remember that here in the States. And of course, the Department of Defense pulled out of the submarine mission they were on with the Navy and, of course, protected our country and bear more arms. So David thought, this was a great product. This worked really well for the SEALs. I think I'm going to take this to Stanford University swim team, my good buddy, Richard Quick, who I think is a 6-time Olympic coach winner. And so with the Olympians in the swim team. So he took this to Richard Quick and he said, hey, can we start doing some clinical studies with your swim team here at Stanford University? So you'll see those very beginning studies being done at Stanford with the swim team. Of course, Richard Quick used these patches with 6 of his Olympian athletes, swimmers. 6 out of the 7, so he used it with 7. 6 out of the 7, their first time wearing energy enhancer beat their personal record, like Olympic record. They beat it on the first time using the energy enhancer. You can also find tons of information out there. The world's strongest man used the energy enhancer, the Wimbledon, the tennis players, Serena's wearing them. You can see basketball players, football players across the board. So athletes across the board have been using the energy enhancer for 20 years. So 2 years clinical studies. David goes, I think this is a product we're sharing with the world. But of course, you can't share this by putting it on a shelf at CVS or GNC or Walmart. This has to be word of mouth. People sharing with people, telling people, listening to people, offering a solution to their issues, right? And in this case, energy, endurance, and stamina. Who doesn't want more energy, endurance, and stamina? And so David decided to start the company LifeWave. We're actually a little over 19 years into the company now. We celebrate our 20-year anniversary as a company next year. So he started, 2 years of clinical studies before that, of course. So almost 20 years ago is when energy enhancer was invented by David. Over the last 20 years, he's invented a dozen different patches. But I wanted to start here with this one because that's where we got started, right? This patch right here that works with the resonant energy in the body, increases the mitochondria and the cells, that ATP, that energy, gets that cellular communication happening. That is critical to your health, that your cells are communicating with each other, and energy enhancer does that. No matter what location you pick, we recommend you use each of the locations. Give it 7 days on this spot, change it to that. This is my favorite spot. I love this spot. Have you ever had at the end of the day where your feet feel like your toes feel chunky? I hate when that happens, right? You're like, what did I do? What happened? This part right here, no chunky toes, right? No chunky toes. A lot of people tell me this right here sends their energy through the roof during the day, stamina. They never have that afternoon lull. And then of course, heart rate variability, like I mentioned, the pericardium. And if you have any issues in the lungs, you're trying to expel something, long things that have happened that you want out, definitely use the lung points with the energy enhancer. All right, so let's talk real quick on the second patch David invented. That's our red. Here comes our white. So the second patch that he invented is called Icewave. The reason he invented this is because the majority of the population is in pain, some sort of pain, back pain, knee pain, headaches, wrist pain, you name it. People are in pain. They've had accidents, they've had falls, they've had surgeries, they've had, different things happen in their life that have contributed to for whatever reason, some type of pain in the body. And we know that there's a lot of causes for pain, but when you look at this patch, again, white patch, tan patch, you are working with the polarity of the body. Pain is stuck energy. The energy is not flowing, it's not moving. The difference with this, because this is a different patch than the energy enhancer, the difference is this is used on location. So if you say my shoulder hurts, then I'm going to put the patch up here where my shoulder hurts. White right, tan left. That's the easiest thing to do. You just have to understand where your right side of your body is. Your spine is your midline, right down the center of the body, that governing meridian, and then the left, positive, negative, working with the polarity of your body to open up those energy channels to be able to eliminate pain. But I want to tell you this. You need to go to LifeWave, Icewave on YouTube. David has done 5 short videos, or like 4 to 5 minutes each. He talks exactly about these patches, and he talks about different placements, different ways that you can place the patches in order to be able to eliminate the pain on the spot. So you may put white right, tan left, and it doesn't get rid of the pain right away. Maybe it decreases it in the first hour or a couple hours, or maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Your pain could be coming from up in here. Maybe you need to move them up in this area right in here, right? I don't know. You'll have to play around with it. But David talks about the clockwise method, 12, 3, 6, 9, moving the patches around until you can open up that pain. I talked to a man earlier. He's in his 70s, love him to pieces. And he said, you know what? I put these energy enhancers on the bottom of my feet, K1. These are the balls of your feet, pretend, right? That's K1 acupuncture point. He said, I felt this huge surge of energy, and whoosh, it's like all the pain was gone instantly. I have never felt this way in my entire life. And, that's what you want to hear, right? You want to hear that it got rid of the pain instead of taking a pill, right? Something that's toxic for your liver, whether it's over the counter, or he said he used to be on a gabapentin. I was like, oh my God, Tom, gabapentin. He's like, yeah, I was on that. And he said, now I'm off of it. I'm not even taking it anymore because of this Icewave. So go to LifeWave, Icewave on YouTube and play around with these and make sure that you're using them to be able to help eliminate your pain on the spot. We know that unfortunately, about 70% of the population are in pain. Pain reduces the quality of your life. You're not sleeping well, then your mind's not functioning correctly because you're hurting. So your interactions with people are suffering. You're probably grouchy, you're unhappy, right? And then that compound effect, that craziness starts to happen. And then your quality of life just becomes less and less and less. So if we can get rid of the pain, then we can start to chip away at some of the other things, right? This is a quick fix. This is not going to fix your problem, whatever that area may be in your body that's causing you to have the pain, the neck pain, or the headaches, or the back pain, right? That's not going to fix it, but it's going to help give you that relief that you need without ingesting something toxic. Remember, our patches are non-transdermal, which means nothing's going into the body. Okay, so no chemical, no substance, no herb, no homeopathic, nothing enters the body. This is a wearable light technology. And so when you apply this patch to your body is immediately communicating with the patch and working with the patch. These two are actually working with the resonant energy, the biofield, with the body that it already has, that electromagnetic field that we have, and being able to help open up those energy channels, working with the polarity of the body that already exists, right? So that's how these two work. First and second patches David invented. Now, the third patch I want to talk to you about, our blue patch, right? And our red, white, and blue is Aeon. Now, Aeon, this baby, this was the #1 selling patch David had until X39 came out just about 4 years ago. And there's a reason why. Aeon patch reduces inflammation in the body. We know that inflammation is the root cause of disease in the physical body. Any doctor will tell you that. We have got to get your inflammatory markers under control. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, food. Food is critical. You have to eat correctly. Think whole, fresh, real. Can I grow it or take care of it outside by myself and bring it in and throw it on the grill, right? So think of whole, fresh foods, not processed, packaged, toxic things in bags. Okay, so you got to do that first to look at your inflammation. That needs to be the first thing in your mind. Using this patch will actually signal a peptide. So it's different than these patches. This patch actually, again, non-transdermal, nothing going into the body. But when you apply this patch, let's see what it looks like here. It looks like a little round Band-Aid. This patch actually signals a peptide in my liver. The second I put it on, immediately, right now, it just signaled that peptide, speed of light. So what's in the patch, right? All the patches have different proprietary blends. And I say proprietary because that's what David's invented, right? They're top secret. They're all patented. So proprietary blends of organic amino acids, oxygen, water, sugars. So those form together to form a crystal lattice structure. No matter what the patch is, it's different formulations of those ingredients. So they signal different peptides or work within the different energy systems in the body because they're emitting a very specific wavelength of light, actually reflecting it back from our body. So right now it just got dark here. You saw my light kind of changing. It just got dark here on the East Coast. And so if I were to go outside right now, I can't see my dog or the next door neighbor or anything like that unless I'm looking through night vision goggles. When you look through night vision goggles, then you can see the color, right? The red, the yellow, the blue, the green of the person or the animal. And so that heat that we're emitting or low-level infrared light that we're emitting is what this patch is working with. So when I apply the patch, again, nothing goes in my body. My body's light reflects back a very specific wavelength of light back into my body that signals the peptide that elevates my own SOD, which is the body's own ability to reduce inflammation, right? Down regulating those inflammatory markers like the C-reactive proteins, the cytokines, the fibrinogen, the lipids. So those things in the body that are causing issues, okay, bringing that inflammation down is what this patch does. So we call this our broad spectrum anti-inflammatory. No chemicals, no drugs, nothing to assimilate, nothing to ingest, right? No contraindications if you're taking anything, any medications. None of the patches have any contraindications because there's nothing going in the body, right? It is literally a wearable light technology. And so no worries, no harm. Of course, if you're, concerned, please, as always, check with your doctor. We are not your doctors and we're not here to treat or cure or diagnose anything that's going on with you, but know that there's nothing interacting. So non-transdermal means it's safe, it's effective. And the beautiful part is not only is it reducing all the different inflammatory markers in my body, helping bring my body into balance, it's actually also bringing my parasympathetic state into balance. So your body's either in that fight or flight mode, that sympathetic nervous system is go, 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 go. I'm stressed nonstop. I'm in pain. I'm hurting, right? Those things are happening. Or your body's in that calm, rest, relax, digest state. And that's called our parasympathetic state. So when you look at your nervous system, this patch brings your body into that calm, rest, relaxed state. So your nervous system is relaxed. Now, what happens if our nervous system's relaxed? Well, we call this our happy patch. It helps you to be happy, you to be calm. I'll give you a little tip. If you want to use this patch at night, you can put it below your belly button. That's the triple warmer spot in traditional Chinese acupuncture. And you will find that it will actually help kind of shut the monkey mind off. It's not a sleep patch. We're not saying that, right? We've got our silent nights, or you can use the dream spray for that. But Aeon used at night will help kind of shut down that monkey mind and be able to help you to relax and be calm before you go to bed if that's something that you need help with. I personally wear mine every day during the day. I don't have any issues sleeping, but I love my Aeon every single day because the environment, you guys, the food, even though I eat organic, I eat fresh, I eat real food, I drink healthy, pure, clean water, right? I'm doing all the things. You're breathing the air, right? The stuff they're putting out there. And even if you think you're eating everything the best you possibly can, there's always going to be things that slip in, right? Or maybe you have, I'm just going to eat this cake today, or I'm at a birthday party, or I'm just going to, enjoy that, whatever. Okay. And no one's perfect. We're not saying you have to be perfect, but Aeon, knowing if you reduce the inflammation in your cells and inflammation in your body, bringing that inflammatory marker, bringing that down is going to make sure that your body stays in the best healthy possible state Okay, so keeping the inflammation low is critical for your health and your longevity. So these 3 patches, red, white, and blue, are on our promo, which started on Sunday. If you haven't taken it, or started on Monday, if you haven't taken advantage of it yet, please get back with the person that invited you. They're going to help you to make sure that you can take advantage of this promo this week. It ends on Sunday, and know that you only have 5 you can get. So if you're thinking, I have to have this in my arsenal of things when I need a little extra boost, or I'm in pain from, something that happened, or if I want to, work on my inflammation, right? Get my body in that calm, rest, relaxed state. Or also, we see with the Aeon, a lot of times we see pain reduction with that too, just because of the fact you're bringing inflammation down. So whatever it is, these are patches you definitely want to have in your repertoire of things that are always on hand, instead of going for toxic things that it could be potentially harmful for your body. And maybe you're using herbs, maybe you're using supplements, maybe you're using, holistic, healthy things, and that's amazing. I've always done that, but I've never found anything as impressive as these patches to work literally in seconds to do whatever is needed inside of my body to help my body have the best state, right? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So get back with that person that invited you, and they can help you get set up. And I will share with you, last thing very quickly, is that the X39, which is our sister product to all of these, right? This is the patch that David invented that came out after 10 years, came out about 4 years ago. This right here is the holy grail of healing, right? That's because it induces your body to activate, elevate, and mobilize its own stem cells. So this right here partners perfectly with these. Of course, we always start with that X39, always, and then we use these other supportive patches to help support our body. But this is what we use every single day because it elevates your own stem cell production, and stem cells are the holy grail of healing. That's just a fact, right? But this is not putting anything in your body exogenous, anything that's invasive, right? Literally the price of a cup of coffee a day to be able to help put your body back into that homeostasis. And we know when we're using the Aeon at the same time, then your body has that better chance of being able to get into homeostasis faster because of not having to fight with that extra inflammation in your body. So we always want to talk about our X39 because that is our flagship product for sure. There's nothing on the market that's going to do what that does. And like I said, at the speed of light, right? Elevating that peptide in your body to activate your own stem cell production. So I hope you guys enjoyed this webinar, this Zoom tonight that I shared with you. If you have any questions, again, get back with the person that invited you. They are more than happy to get those answered at any time. So thank you.